He'll hop on when he hops the motherfuck on.
All right. How do you guys usually start this? With music or some shit? Or you just say, hey, what's up?
I usually just go, hey, welcome to the Gag On This podcast.
See, you can tell I've never watched one episode. I'd at least know the beginning.
Check the episode description for the show and guest social media. Check our website, gagonthispodcast.com. Sharon is coming on right now. Super. Email us, gagonthispodcast@gmail.com. Like and follow our Facebook page. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to where you can watch the recording and hear the episode 2 days before it is released. I am Big Motherfucking Nick. I am joined by the Italian stallion that is Danny D.
What's up?
We have Sharon looking perplexed as ever. What's cool is he can hear us, but he just can't say anything.
It's because he's muted.
Ah, there he is.
Oh.
What's going on, everybody?
What's up? So we got Sacramento Poet Laureate Sharon.
What's up?
Rob could not be here. He has a job. He is a professional man now, so fuck him.
Ouch.
But we are joined by the hilarious Curtis Newingham.
Shut up.
Yes,
I love the last name fuck up. It always happens.
I know.
I usually just get Curtis. Just say Curtis. It's cool.
I should have been like what they do at
Curtis.
the like what rock bands do. Just check like the notes. Be like, and we got Curtis Newingham.
Exactly.
God damn, that's what research does, buddy.
Anytime I do an open mic, they butcher it. Like sometimes they'll pause for a few seconds. We got coming to the he's from Sacramento.
What's the most butchered your name has been?
No, they've just not said it. Just Curtis.
Curtis.
N. Coming to the stage.
And pause and wait. And I just get on stage and laugh. No, they messed it up in so many ways. It's ridiculous. It's sounded out. It's like really simple.
Newingham.
Yes, it's really simple.
Newingham.
It's like Cunningham, It's like Cunningham back in the day. Cunningham.
Oh, okay.
He knows. I see the grays. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy days. Hey.
Hell yeah.
I didn't realize that was a Happy Days reference. All right. Cool.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. You youngins don't know that.
We're not that much different.
Is Ponzi's last name Cunningham?
No, it was Richie. Yeah.
Opie?
That was Richie. Yep.
Yeah, Opie. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
My parents Cunningham.
His parents were called Cunningham.
Yeah.
I got that a lot. I got Curtis Blow. Curtis Blowjob.
Curtis Blow.
Yeah.
So are we really popping your podcast, Cherry?
Yes, you are.
No way.
I mean, in all honesty, I don't know if this is considered a podcast. Are we doing this video as well? So, but
Wow,
if we're doing a Zoom meeting, I've been in a lot of those.
I've never had a guest just straight up be like, "Is this even considered a podcast?
Ooh.
Like, what do you call this?"
Well, I do the bullshit and beer show, and if you've ever seen it, it's like a podcast, but we don't have a podcast. It's like Zoom. It's
don't
Facebook
record
Live, YouTube Live, and Twitch. We're on 3 different platforms, but we just don't do the podcast part.
Well, technically,
okay.
that's called a podcast too. They could, if they record it and put it on something, it could be that way too. A video podcast.
Now I need to know what the definition of a goddamn podcast is. Because what if we're not? What if I need to take?
What if because Zoom we're not anymore?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, COVID
I don't
done
know.
fucked you up. So many ways.
Then we'll just be Gag On This.
Yeah.
No more podcasts. I'll just be like Gag On This.
Show.
That's a lot better than you
Video.
should drop a podcast part.
No.
On this Zoom.
No, we tried that and people didn't know what the fuck it was, so I had to throw in
They
a
probably thought it
podcast.
was like after porn series 13 or something.
So many
Yeah,
people thought we were all we talked about was porn just because it was
I
Gag
mean,
On This.
If you take the two dudes out of your logo, yeah, definitely.
Ouch.
Yeah. Well, and your fucking co-host is, known for her deviant sexual ways sometimes,
Oh, Jesus.
They're like, oh my God, your name is Gag On This. Did you come up with that? And I'm like, no, I didn't even come up with the fucking title. It's not.
Well, if I
Not
was a
bad.
dude and I was going to do a podcast with you, it'd have to be something similar at least.
I had to beg to get on this podcast, man. I had
Oh,
to fight to
shit.
get on it. They already had the horrible name before I was here.
Oh,
Damn.
Oh, fuck you.
Damn.
Seriously. Already called
holy
out.
crap.
No, it's one of my favorites, obviously.
But no, she
On
didn't
it.
beg. She just showed up every goddamn day and sat with us.
Oh, okay.
And on time.
That's true. She
That
was
is
on
true.
time, which at the time we had another co-host and he never showed up on time. So
Ah.
No one wants to listen to a bunch of fucking dudes talking for 2 hours. No one.
That's
Ah,
You gotta
I
have
don't
a
know
female in
about
the
that.
mix.
I don't know about that. I was on a Zoom meeting last night that lasted 3 hours. So
With all dudes.
Facebook Live. Yep.
was it work?
It was me, Jimmy Earl, Justin Rivera, and Ron Jossel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, we just talked about like everything you could even talk about.
So basically like a family
Music.
meeting.
It was like music, comedy, traveling, people stealing
Yeah.
jokes. It was a little bit of everything, but it lasted 3 hours.
By the way, I like your emphasis of comedy.
Yeah.
Telling jokes.
That's how he dances too.
Yep.
Yeah.
The head move, the head
Start
vibe.
things off. I used to be in a breakdancing crew. Look at that. Look at that.
Wow.
You were not a beat boy. There's no
Not
way.
a b-boy. I was the pop locker. I was the robot of the
Oh, okay.
crew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
What was your
Yeah. What
street
they call animation, I think nowadays is kind of like what I used to do.
name? What was your name? What was your stage name?
The name of our crew, I didn't have like my own name, but the name of our crew was S-Crew-U. So it was S Crew U.
Screw you.
S Crew U.
We just screwed you. What?
Yeah, it was two Hispanic dudes and me. So.
That's almost as great as Gag On This. Speaking
S Crew
of,
U. S Crew U. We're gonna beat you. Kind of how it worked.
so
I won us a lot of battles. So hey, what's up?
you won a lot of battles?
Yeah, I won a lot of battles. I've only lost one battle my whole life.
How many
Yeah,
battles did
Steve.
you engage in though?
I don't know, man. Numbers.
I
Numbers.
thought you were going to be like 2.
Yeah. Out of 3 I won, I lost 1. Still gives me a really high percentage.
Still got the silver.
Hey, it's like the one time I went fishing. I caught 2 fish with 1 hook, and I was like, "Fuck it, I'm done. I'll never fish again." You can't beat that. So I've never fished again.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm a pro fisherman.
No,
One for
you're-
one.
No.
2 fish, 1 hook. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, "Holy shit, that's fucking awesome!" And there were people there too that can verify the story. And there's a picture. Fuck you guys. Yeah. But now I don't ever have to fish again. I went out on top, just like Curtis did when he beat his 1 battle.
2.
Breakdancing. Oh, it's 2. 2 battles.
2 out of 3.
But what year was this in, Curtis?
I think he's frozen.
I think I hope he's frozen.
Curtis?
He's frozen.
I was going to say, I was like, is he doing the mannequin challenge? I think we lost him. So let's see. Oh, and he's gone.
Yeah.
He'll be
Oh, we
back.
lost Curtis Newington, son of a bitch.
Don't call him that. You're mad at me.
Well, why would you say that?
Because I told you I was high.
It
one
even
time.
has it like on the bottom. It says
I couldn't
Curtis
read it.
Newingham.
Whatever.
Well, that's because you're tired.
Tired. I'm exhausted.
Yeah, you need to
Very
take some
tired.
vitamin D.
I think I have enough vitamin D. I had milk this morning. I had some this morning with my cereal. Milk.
Just stir it around.
Yeah.
It's a big spoon.
I think we're talking about some different vitamin D. Yes, I had a giant bowl of cereal. It was amazing.
Ooh,
It was really good. I cut up bananas. I put it in there.
Oh, put bananas in it. Okay.
I
Oh,
did.
Fruit
In my
Loops?
cinnamon toast crunch.
There you
No,
go.
cinnamon toast crunch.
Toast crunch. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
With blueberries?
With blueberries.
Or no, blueberries isn't. Is it blueberries with Captain Crunch?
No, that's Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have that too. Yeah.
Really?
The oops
Good.
all blueberries were delicious.
No, that's like diabetes just coming at you.
I love it. I love
It's
it.
so sugary. And I like sugar, but I couldn't get down with that much sugar. No.
Really?
Is he coming back? Maybe?
He should be. He
Okay.
said, kick me out. And I was like, no.
Yeah, we just kicked him out.
Yeah, we just hate your face.
We don't like you no
You
more.
went, like, what the hell?
Well, I thought at first I was like, oh, he is intently listening to us.
Yes.
Head
Yeah.
cocked to the
I
side.
thought so too.
And then when you started to ask him a question, I'm like, he's not blinking.
Started looking at it a little closer. Like, okay.
Something.
Yeah, I
is
thought he
amiss.
was just, let's see how long we can stay still for. Hold on. Take your stay still face.
Oh, you know what we should do? When he comes back on, we should just all
What?
do that. Just stay still. Just have him talk,
Okay.
and he'll think he froze again. I don't want to be the only asshole, though.
All right,
Okay?
well, let us know when he comes back on. I got to find a good, freeze face.
All right, he is getting admitted.
All right. Sharon's already locked and loaded. Fuck, I can't do it.
What's up, buddy?
I can't do it.
I'm so upset now. I was really wanting to know what kind of fish you caught with 2 fish on one hook, and I was like,
I
damn
have
it.
no idea.
What
I have no idea what kind of fish they were.
Because I've caught 2 vaginas that smelt like fish with 1 penis.
Really?
Ew. I don't know if that's the
Nice.
same.
It's
Don't
almost
know if that's
Were
the same.
they on top of each other?
they were snappers.
Nice.
Well, if you caught him, then that means you got a hook.
Yeah.
Curves up. Okay.
Yeah. Turned down for what? You know what I mean?
There you go. Shot.
So before we thought you were doing the mannequin challenge,
I've done that before.
have you?
Yeah, well, I mean, the show I do, we've had that happen, same shit with our guest, and they got froze like 3 times before that. So after they went off, because we have them on for like 20 minutes of our hour show, I kept freezing myself. And they were like, "What the heck?" So yeah, I think my
Yeah,
girl fucked with me. She disconnected the internet. She's like, "Watch this shit. You didn't do the dishes." You fuck."
There you go on the internet and have fun.
All right. I forgot what we were talking about. I just heard fish and it really threw me off.
You heard fish and you thought about those 2 snappers? I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one time he had a threesome.
Yeah, one time.
Oh, no, I see Curtis slanging it. He's got that Jimmy Neutron haircut going. I mean.
This is recent.
His glasses are dope. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're very Clark Kent.
I know. I look weird. To me, I look weird. Compared to 2 years ago, roughly, I looked like a Marine.
You look totally different. Yeah, you look totally different.
Yeah, I got a makeover.
COVID makeover.
Yeah, COVID. I almost died. Had to change my look.
Whoa, that's deep.
Well, yeah, since you brought it up, let's talk about that, man, because, yeah, you were posting some videos and you didn't look horrible, but from what you were saying, it was fucking shit.
Well, the thing is that people that knew me were messaging me and like, "Hey, you look like you're gonna die." So
Really?
I did look horrible. It's just that I kept myself up the best as I could. Yeah, it was horrible, man. It's not like the flu. Everybody says, it's like the flu, but no.
Oh, you had COVID?
I had COVID, yo.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, I had to go to the hospital one time, and it was because I had 102 fever almost the whole, 7 days, just
Wow.
nonstop. And so I felt like shit the whole time. I was in bed 24 hours for that whole 7 days. So I would get up, go to the bathroom, get up, throw up, get a drink. I couldn't eat anything. Like my girl would bring me soup, and I would do like 2 spoons of just the broth, and I just could not eat. I lost 16 pounds altogether.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah, and in 2 weeks, because I started eating a little bit after like that 7 days, but it was very little. So yeah, it sucked, man. It sucked. I started throwing up heavily around the 3rd day, and then not holding anything down, and also not eating. I really got scared.
Yeah.
So my girl called 911. That was the first scare for her, because I told them straight up. They were like, we don't usually take people to the ER for this. And I was like, well, I kind of feel like I'm going to die. Do you think you could do it now? So my girl was like, oh shit, I didn't know you felt like that. but yeah, it was horrible. So she had to sleep in the living room for 2 weeks.
Damn.
She didn't get infected?
She didn't get infected. Her mom didn't either. Mom lives with us. It's really weird. I think this virus attacks certain people.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if it's because I'm healthy. Like every time I go to a doctor or the ER or wherever, they all tell me the same. You're healthy. Like you don't have anything wrong with you. So I don't understand why it would attack me. My girl has medical condition after medical condition. You know what I'm saying? So I don't understand why it wouldn't attack her. Now, I did think she takes a lot of meds. Maybe the meds helped her, kept her from getting sick. I don't know. But at the same time, I just don't understand it. So.
Did you also have to use a ventilator or anything?
No, I didn't have breathing issues.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It affects everyone different. I have another friend who was in the ER who got blood clots all through his legs.
Damn.
From COVID, and some in his lungs. So he was really close to getting stents put in everywhere, and they were just afraid that the bigger blood or the smaller blood clots would go to his lung and or his heart and kill him. So, yeah, I mean, it affects everyone different, man. Everyone different.
Yeah.
So, but I'm alive. It sucked because, you know, I'm a sexual person too, and I couldn't even jerk off. You know what I mean? So that really sucked. You know what I mean? Like. Because my girl didn't get sick, but she had to quarantine. You know what I mean? She had to stay home too, and so did her mom. So, and I'm not the kind of person that like put the porn on mute. You know what I mean? And then silently jerk off. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like the kind of guy that like I put on some Michael Bolton. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm white as shit. And then I got flower petals all over the bed. You know what I mean? I turn that shit full blast. Fuck your ass, daddy. You know what I mean? I go buck wild. So I couldn't do all that. You know?
Yeah.
So that was
a shame.
That was one of the shittiest parts of it.
Yeah, not the almost dying, the not jerking off part.
Yeah.
I know Nick would go crazy. Nick would go insane, huh?
What if
how has your jerking off changed since Danielle's been home with you? Not me. His fiance's name is Danielle.
Got
terrified. Like, wow, Gag On This got real.
I don't know. About the same, I guess.
No, you're a liar.
Wait, left? She left the house or something? What happened?
So they're both stuck at home together, and I'm just wondering because he used to jerk off like he would. Not that I know, he just told us like every Wednesday before the podcast. And now that she's home, like I just don't know what the dynamic. Like if I was at home and I had someone here, like don't fucking. What are you jacking off for? We're here. Like we'll just go do it.
Sometimes shit comes up. Like my girl's sick. I don't care. I'll jerk off if she's in the bed. I don't even care. Sometimes how the shit gets started, you know what I mean? I'm like, someone wants to say hello.
It's weird when you have a person who's a vibrator tester. They just look at you like, I'm gonna try this new thing. I'm like, oh, let me see it.
It's different when it's a chick. It's different when it's a chick. Seriously. When a chick starts masturbating next to you, you know you fucking. Like, that's just it. A girl will just watch you jerk off and be like, I hope you're thinking about me. You know?
That's so hard.
But us dudes were like, oh, it's on. It's on. It's coming. Let me know when to jump in, babe. Let me know.
Double Dutch.
Yeah, I was ready to say, he's like waiting there like double Dutch. Oh man.
Someone tag me in.
Yeah.
Someone got a dog back there. I heard that.
Oh, yeah, it's mine.
It's anti-vice,
Yes.
right?
Uh-oh. He's
Yeah.
on mute.
Oh.
I don't want this dog
Yeah.
to.
Oh, he'll also sometimes anti-vice will come in and just start yelling shit.
Wait, what's his dog's name?
Oh no, his
The dog named Majik.
Majik.
Majik?
It's
Why
basically
didn't
magic.
you just fucking name it
but it's
Magic?
Majik. It's
Oh,
magic.
okay,
That's-
okay. I got
Yes.
you. It's French.
Majik. Yes. Majik.
It's French.
Yes,
Will you
it's
make the
magic.
fucker disappear? Damn it.
Please.
Faith and I have to see my face too, because I'm just like, are you kidding me? Majik?
Yes.
It's fucking magic. It's
Yes.
fucking magic.
What?
No,
Majik.
if you're French, it's not.
Yeah,
He's
you
not
go.
French.
it's magique. Oh.
I know. You're making me horny.
Is it, Sharon? Is it a black dog?
No.
Oh, damn, that would have been great.
Racist.
Black magic.
Sorry.
Black magic. Majik.
Yeah. What's black?
Majik.
What's black in French? Probably black just with a Q.
Actually,
Right.
it's Negro. It's
I think
Negro.
they.
Oh yeah, I'm not about to say that.
Did he say Negro?
He did.
He
Wow.
did. I think that's like French or Spanish though. That's what they
Yeah,
said is
Spanish.
black.
Negro.
Yeah.
Yeah, Negro.
Negro.
You're okay to
It's
say in
Italian, it's the
Spanish,
same.
but not French. I got you, man. This
Well,
guy.
because he had
I'm
the
not gonna say negro, but I'll say negro.
he had the hard E in there. He had like the knee, and I
Oh,
know.
Nor. It's Nor.
Nor.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you had to look. You
Noir,
looked that shit up
noir.
for real?
Yeah, Noir, yeah.
I was
Yeah,
not
noir.
expecting you to look that shit up.
Yeah, it's Noir.
But that's probably not what they call black folks over there, right?
Well, you know,
France?
actually, the funniest thing is they've had 4 different changes in France. First, they wanted it to be called, noir, and then they basically changed to black, and then it went to Afro. So it's been some changes in the community of France.
How do you know?
Are you French?
No, I just know I hear a lot of shows and know a lot about it.
Oh, okay, I got you.
So there's
Have you been?
Okay.
There's Majik right there.
Oh, it's
What's up,
white.
Majik?
White.
Majik.
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 Did you adopt?
No, this is my girlfriend's mother's dog.
Oh,
This and Bo. Yeah.
oh my bad.
Two labradoodles. Yeah. I'm basically adopted. They adopted me, so.
Mm.
Yeah, he's the orphan here.
You don't even look at me, dog. Dang.
A
Okay, whatever.
labradoodle named Majik.
Majik.
Oh,
God. All right. I
Where you
want
taking
to.
us?
oh my God.
Where are you taking us?
I'm
What?
going to go smoke a cigarette. Calm down.
Oh Jesus! I thought you-
Oh, dude, she'll move at least 4
Yeah.
more times.
Yeah.
No, I will
thought you were
not.
gonna do
I've
something
moved
else.
one fucking time. What? No. I've moved one fucking time.
And see,
That's it.
she doesn't even give a shit about like exterior sound. She's like, I'll just open up the
I-
shit. I'll slam shit. I'll just blah. Fuck trying to produce a.
I'm sorry you don't
Semi-podcast.
smoke in my house, Nick.
Hey, I see
Sorry.
why they didn't invite you on the show right away.
I know. It's fine. It's fine. At least I'm on time.
Yeah.
Every time.
So I want to talk about you started comedy in Phoenix, right?
Yes, sir.
When's the last time you went back to Phoenix?
Last year.
Is it just insane with people now? Because the last time I went back, you had 6 lanes of traffic on either side, and it was still backed up.
Well, see, the one thing I will say about Phoenix is that their light system and their bus system is what makes that traffic. It ain't people. Like, their light system's not set up to where the green. So, for instance, we're going to get serious here. For instance, when you're turning left, right, the light will turn green for like 2 cars. And then it stays solid green with the green light. So it doesn't turn red. It turns solid green. So people will go out to the middle and wait to turn. And a lot of times that causes accidents. It slows traffic down. Then on the bus system, they don't have on the sidewalk where it has etched in to where the bus can just pull off to the side. Doesn't have that. They stop traffic.
Damn.
And then on top of that, honestly, have you driven in Phoenix quite a bit?
Yes.
Okay, so people are assholes, man. They don't give a shit. They're not letting you get in. It ain't like here where one car, one car, one car, one car. It's not like that.
No, they're fucking assholes there.
Yeah. I remember one time I was driving in Phoenix, and there was this truck next to me, and he wanted to get in, like way before we even got to any kind of construction, wanted to get in. And for some reason, he just wanted to get in front of me. But I just stayed looking forward, didn't pay attention to him. He fucking blowing his horn, talking all kinds of shit, you fucking asshole. You know, I could hear him yelling at me. And I'm just looking forward. I'm not going to listen to this guy. I don't really give a shit. And then finally, after about 3 or 4 minutes of him doing this, I look over and he has a little kid sitting next to me in the car. And so I decided, okay, now I'm going to say something. So I rolled my window down and he cussed me out. You fucking asshole, you're not going to let me fucking get in, and this is bullshit. And I was like, you're really going to talk like that with a kid in your car? And I rolled my window up. And he went behind me. Like, you fucking asshole.
Yeah, my dad lived at 19th Avenue in Bell, and so I lived there for a little bit between like Union Hills and Bell, and I went back recently, and I was just like, oh, it's totally on a grid. I can make it. I can do it. Like, I don't get lost there, but their fucking traffic sucks.
But it's because of that. It's because of those 3 things. The traffic lights, the bus system, and the people are assholes.
Well, and also you get people like me that completely forget you can left turn yield.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I just go, and I'm like, oh, shit, they had the green, so I should have waited. That was the worst, dude. I cut so many people off on accident.
Well, I mean, because it's set up different here in Cali. I mean, you get the green light to turn, and then it turns red, so you know, okay, I'm not going anymore.
Stop.
But also, when it turns green, it lets almost the exact amount of cars that are in that lane go.
Yep.
So it's like that takes away from traffic. Because if you have all these people that are trying to turn, and that turning lane is only 5 cars long, and 10 cars want to turn, you got all those cars backed up. So it's just horrible, man. It's horrible. That's another reason I dislike Arizona. I dislike Arizona for a lot of reasons. I don't know if you saw what happened, I think, yesterday with Joe Arpaio.
I saw your post about it.
Yeah, so he didn't get voted in. It was really close. It was really close. And that to me is just ridiculous. He's a horrible person, man. When I was there, the stuff he created a law, man, where if you're riding around with a Hispanic car and you're a Hispanic man in your car and they're illegal, you go to jail.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. So if you have friends that are Hispanic, you have to ask them for their papers. Because if you get pulled over, you'll go to jail.
Damn.
Yeah. And then he would do checkpoints where he would just ask people for their green card. He would automatically stop Mexican people and ask them for the green cards. Yeah. So he got in a lot of trouble because he's stupid for doing illegal shit. But he got pardoned from Trump. So.
Damn.
Yeah, so I'm not going back to Phoenix to stay. I'll go and do comedy. I was there once a month for about, I want to say like a year or so, because I was producing a show at Off the Cuff for a little while. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
What show was that?
We called it by the name of the venue, Off the Cuff. It was produced by me, but, you know, of course, they were trying to make it a comedy club. For a little while there. I don't know if they're still doing stuff. I think they changed over to like comedy and music.
Okay.
Yeah, it just got too hard to produce, man. That's a whole nother state. That's a 10-12 hour drive. One way.
Yeah.
Are there a lot of comics in Phoenix? Is there a pretty good scene? Yeah.
Yeah, the reason I got back into comedy was Jimmy Earl was putting on one of his There Goes the Neighborhood shows. Mm-hmm. And a good friend of mine, her name is Jill Kimmel. She was going to be in Sacramento. She lives in Phoenix, and so I hit him up. Hey, I want to see her. Well, I hit her up. Hey, I want to see you perform, and she got me passes. And so we sit and talk for like 30, 45 minutes after the show, and Jimmy came up to me like, "How the hell do you know Jill?" And I'm like, "Friends, worked with her in Phoenix." And he's like, "Oh shit." I did comedy in Phoenix too, and I learned that Jimmy started doing comedy when I went on a hiatus because I took like 6-7 years off. So
Yeah.
because I went through a divorce and blah blah, right? So he started in Phoenix when I ended. So we have
okay.
a circle. We have a circle of friends that just it's crazy to me. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, but there's a lot of comics in Phoenix. But there was a lot of drama when I was there. A lot of drama. You either do this comedy club or you do this one. You can't do both.
Oh, it's one of those guys.
Okay.
Because they'll ban you from one club if you do another.
No way.
Yeah. I don't know if it's still
shit.
like that, but it was like that when I was there. Another reason I didn't really do comedy too much there is I did a lot of open mics. I produced some shit. The show Last Comic Standing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I knew the guy that got that concept stolen from him.
Oh.
Yeah, so he used to do a show called Funniest Person in the Valley, right? So
Okay.
it was the same concept. The audience voted on which comic was the best, right? And then we shot a pilot for the show, and he paid us like $1 or some shit because he had to pay us. So he went to push the show, and it got stolen. Damn, what the hell is the name of that comic that stole it? Have you seen Small Soldier, the little cartoon character?
Yeah.
Okay, that blonde dude in there. What the hell is his name?
Oh, Jay Moore.
Yeah, Jay Moore stole it from
No
him.
way.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
But to be honest with you, that Last Comic Standing, man, it's all set up. Like they know who's gonna win. They know.
Yeah.
The first year, I stood in line for 36 hours with about 150, 200 people to get on the show. Well, at least to audition to get on the show.
Because it came to Phoenix, didn't it?
So once I got, and I was probably about 50 people back. Once I got up and inside, they were already signing somebody who was not even in line.
Really?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. I was kind of upset. I got one joke out, and they were like, I'm not sure we're looking for this. I was like, damn. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah, it was
That
okay.
sucks.
Well, we had one comedian that did the Last Comic Standing. Fuck, who was it?
Cheryl, the soccer mom?
No, the one from Saris. Fuck.
Series?
Yeah.
You talking about Anthony Shea?
There you go.
No, okay. Yeah.
We had
He
Anthony
was
on.
Last Comic Standing.
Yeah, well, I guess he tried.
Yeah,
he tried out,
auditioned.
but what he said
okay.
was, what he found out is there's all these people that wait, like you were saying, they get on, but then the people that usually they'll show on TV come in at 4, have a scheduled appointment, they have an agent that set it up, and he was like, that sort of turned him off to that.
Well, there wasn't just that. So yesterday when we were talking, because again we talked for 3 hours, we talked about this as well. And one of my friends said that one of his friends was Filipino, and so he goes up and he does no Filipino jokes, none. And so the guy that's the host or whatever goes, why didn't you do any Filipino jokes? You're Filipino. And he's all, I didn't have any Filipino jokes, but I said, fuck it. I just winged it. I just said, whatever. I do the Filipino jokes. And then when they put it on air, they put him on air doing the Filipino jokes. And then the people who are the judges go, I hate when people do stereotypical. So they set his ass up. Yeah. They set his ass up to do that. So, I mean, it's all just, it's smoke and mirrors, man. Yeah, they do have managers and they get to go ahead of the line or whatever, but they shouldn't even be in. They shouldn't even be in. It's all for looks. The line is for the looks, for them to get a video of all these people in line. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like America's Got Talent, or what's that other singing
American
show?
Idol.
American Idol, same shit. Same shit.
The Voice.
I won't ever do any kind of reality TV ever. Because they're allowed to put you in any light they want to.
That's true.
You sign a contract that they're allowed to put you. They can make you look like the bad guy or, whatever. I would probably be the gay guy. No, I'm good, man.
Be the bad gay guy.
Yeah. Hell nah, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I won't do reality TV. Fuck that, man.
I always wanted to do like Road Rules or like what was the other one? Road Rules or
Real
the
World?
other fucking
Real World.
Real World. Yeah, I
Real
wanted
World?
to. Yeah,
Well,
like on
see,
MTV.
But I don't think you would
Uh,
mind being the bad girl. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't fucking
See,
mind.
that's different
I
for
don't
me.
mind.
I kind of have feelings. You know what I mean? I'm
You don't
close
want
to gay with my feelings.
You don't want to be the bad girl either?
Nah,
I don't
hell
think
no.
they'd have a problem with
I'd
you being
rather
the
be
bad
the
girl.
diva. You know, look at the hair. Look at the hair. Oh,
Right?
anyways. Yeah. I got like a diva haircut. Shit.
It looks like there's so much gel in that hair right now, it would just bounce.
There really isn't. There really isn't.
No?
No.
Run your fingers through your hair. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay.
Jeez.
Wow.
I had to prove to you.
Gotta go.
Well, I
Do
think
it.
what's funny is like you could have just gone here and then stopped, but you were like,
Woof.
Yes. I massaged the neck a little bit.
Yeah, right.
That reminded me of jerking off again. I do that
I you know what? I could totally tell because your meme game is solid and sexual.
a lot. Thank you. I thrive for perfection.
Have you guys ever seen his memes?
Not yet. Now I'm gonna have to go see him.
Oh, they're great.
The Instagram ones, I put a lot on Instagram. On Facebook, I do a meme of the day, and I just choose one meme that I think is funnier than all the rest, and that's what I put up. So, and
So
some of them I create myself.
So you do like 4 or 5 of them and just choose from one of those?
Well, I have a bunch of friends that help create memes,
Okay.
and then I have a couple of meme pages that are just off the chain, man. And I hit them up, and I was like, hey, I'm a comic. I'm gonna be stealing your memes. Do you have a problem with that shit? Because I'm gonna get kicked off this page right now. But yeah, I did that, and I was like, screw it, man. Like I mean, creating memes is easy if you have the right picture.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The most recent one, I'll send it to you. It's one of those challenges.
Okay.
And it's a girl that's holding a 2-liter bottle in her butt cheeks.
All right.
Okay.
That's for Daniela to try later.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I have a pretty busy schedule. We'll see about that.
Pretty busy
I don't have any
schedule.
2 liters around. So.
Yeah.
That would be funny if that was her response. Like, well, now I got to go buy a 2-liter.
I have one on the counter. That's why I didn't say that.
It's probably like Doc. Probably
We're
like
like,
Dr.
do it
Thunder.
now.
Do it now.
Live on air.
No.
I feel like this.
Sorry.
I feel like this is turning into Howard Stern show.
He always looks the same for He's just over there like, yeah, do it now. Go ahead, do it.
We're all just waiting and shit.
Nah, not today, boys. Not today.
Well, Howard Stern, he finesses that shit. Like whenever he talks to porn stars, he always can placate them. Like he'll be like, "No, you're an intelligent girl.
Yeah.
You got a good head on your shoulders." And then he'll bring up something like, "But you think AIDS is fake."
Yeah.
And so like she'll genuinely answer because she's flattered as fuck. Like, "Oh, thank you."
And
Or
then
it
he's
was
like, "Show me a titty."
Yeah. Yeah, it was like, who was the one that came out with her AIDS diagnosis from Charlie Sheen? Who was that? Because she did that on Howard
Was she
Stern.
a porn star?
Yeah.
Crap, I don't know her
I
name.
don't know.
But yeah, the whole time he's talking to her, yeah, he's like placating her, and then he'll randomly bring up a shot of her doing porn. It was like, "Oh, look at you there. All right, so AIDS, huh? That must suck."
Yeah. You must have sucked to get the AIDS.
You want to know? You want to know what sucks? So you guys know August Alsina, right? The guy that was fucking Jada Pinkett Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no, I don't know.
Yeah.
See, here's the thing about that Corona too, man. Like, I had no clue what was going on online.
Yeah,
I wasn't
still don't
online
know.
at all. And you know how that world is. If you miss a beat, there's no writing a joke. Like, you can write a joke and people are like, that was a week ago. You know? Like, and my girl came in. What was that? What is the word that they use all the time?
Entanglement.
Yeah. So my girl comes in the room after I'm starting to feel a little better. She's like, "What's entanglement?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." I'm like, "Hey Siri, what's entanglement?" She's like, "Do you want to know about Will Smith?" And I was like, "What the fuck?" I had no clue what that was. Anyways, go on. Who is that guy? Is he a porn star?
No, he's a singer. And what's weird is he is Jaden Smith's best friend. So their son's best friend.
Oh damn.
Oh.
This is like straight out of Pornhub. It is
Well, I
great.
mean,
Get it, Jada.
I think it's something all we could relate to, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we've all seen a mom, or you know.
Oh, okay.
Oh, like we've all want to fuck our friend's mom.
Like,
I gotcha.
ooh. My friend
Yeah.
Daniel's mom. Ooh.
But they're swingers, so it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Yeah, he's
I mean,
18, right?
It might matter if they are supposed to have conversations about it.
it's like,
No,
so you're not gonna mess with the family.
What happened was
You didn't tell me you fucked our son's best friend. Like,
Well, no.
seriously, I can see that said.
what happened was they do have an open relationship, but she then started to have a relationship with August, like actual boyfriend girlfriend kind of thing, and that was sort of off limits.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you can have sex with other people, you just can't have intimacy with other
You
people.
can't have feelings.
Yeah.
Fucking is one thing, but like being in a relationship,
Yeah. Why would
like
she want to be in a
sucking a dick, like,
relationship
I
with a
love
boy?
you.
Like, he's a fucking boy. She's 50-something. Why would she want to be in a relationship with that?
I mean,
But
I think you
she
answered
just
your
missed
own
her
question.
son. She just missed her son so much. I mean, because she could fuck him. Not a big deal. Like,
Well, I mean,
It sounds like you don't have those relationship type of feelings.
She doesn't.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I don't.
That's why. One of these times you're gonna be like, "This dick is so good, I love you."
No, I already did that. I'm good.
You've done that once. See, I used to be that person too. I was that person that was like, "I'm never getting in a relationship again." I was single for like 5 years almost.
Yeah, my picker's bad. So if I like you, you have problems. So I just don't try to like people
jealousy.
anymore. Yeah.
I got you.
No. Like you live with your mom and like you don't have a job or like you want to set me on fire.
You go by an
something,
inmate number and not a name.
So you look at all the bad things and not the good things.
Yeah, she does.
This guy has a job. He has his own car and his house. He just wants to set me on fire. Stop looking at the negatives.
Okay, all right.
He might want to, but has he? You know what I mean? Like,
all right, I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I'll have to look at the pros and cons later. Well, I'll write him a letter, while he's in Sac County and, talk about it. Maybe forgive him.
okay. So he did set you on fire.
Well, things got a little rough.
That's not no.
No, obviously I'm not a burn victim. He didn't set me on fire, but like
that's some rough ass sex is all I'm saying.
Right?
Like I've done candle wax, but I didn't burn her with a candle.
You haven't done like gasoline and blowtorch?
Yeah,
you haven't lived life until you do that.
Damn, that reminds me. I saw this video once of this guy at a gas station, and he just he's pumping gas, and he takes the thing out and he pours it on his head, and then he just lights himself on fire and runs around trying to put it out. Yeah.
And tries to run around.
God.
That's what reminds me of you and your sexual escapades.
It's like, do you like an Indian burn? Where you're gonna love this.
I know, right? He's like, I bet I could fuck you so good your pussy catches fire. Like what?
That much friction.
No, that much friction and that much hair together.
Just pulls everything.
She's like, you started a brush fire.
Push it out. Put it out.
This bush is on fire. Yeah.
That's exactly how it went down. You guys nailed it. Fucking nailed it.
He nailed you, so. Sorry.
So that's why I don't feel those loving relationship feelings, I guess.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sounds like you just fall in love with the wrong motherfuckers. That's all.
I love it.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
Got to change who you are, and then you'll pick up different dudes.
Yeah, work on
Yeah.
yourself before you work on others.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what I'm doing.
Set yourself on fire, then try again.
True that. There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, boys.
Why are you putting gasoline on your dildo? What's going on?
What did it do to you?
It hurt me. That's what it did.
I wonder if a vagina could put out, like,
Enough
set your
heat.
dildo on fire and you shoved it up there. Would it
No.
put it out? Because there's really no air up there. And
I'm sure that might happen if
Why
it
would
was
you-
back in the day when it was wooden dildos.
oh,
Yes, it's true. They did have those.
Your face was thinking splinters. I know.
yes, I was.
It would just melt if you tried to set a dildo on fire and stick it up you. Like, it wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
never
wouldn't
thought
put it
of
out
that.
with the wetness from your pussy. It would just melt.
I mean,
Damn
it hurt
you and
like
your
hell.
logic.
It hurt
Yeah,
like
damn
hell.
me and
I
my
want to say
logic.
this right. I want to say this right now. I never thought we'd go here with this podcast.
I didn't either. We tried
I
to
know.
stay away from
Well,
sex.
I have topics, but I mean, I'm enjoying this conversation, so fuck it. Let's just keep going.
I know. I never stay on topic. I never. So I'm bullshitting beer. I'm bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, my buddy does all the serious topics, and usually I just take it in a different direction, like, you know, setting a vagina on fire. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
oh, by the way, you guys have a viewer. We call him Bob Shit on my show.
Bob
I
shit?
just want to give him a shout out. Yeah, shout out, Bob Shit. But he watches you guys' show as well. Robert.
Logan?
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that guy's great.
Yeah.
I think he just
We
wants
call
to
him
fuck
Bob
Danny.
Shit. Oh, he probably.
Danny has nothing to say to that.
I know. Danny's like, I already did phone sex with him 3 times, and he's
He's already done his daily chore.
I know.
his
He's
routine.
mad. He's mad because I haven't been logging in to take dirty calls. And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just not feeling it. Sorry.
he's
turned
your
me
top
off.
OnlyFans fan.
Only fan.
Right?
He's your only fan on Only.
He's my only fan. That's right. That's right. It's tough out here for a girl.
So Curtis,
I was going to say, Sharon, you were going to say something?
So Curtis, did you also do festivals and stuff when you were in Phoenix or even here?
No, so that was before festivals were really a thing.
Mhm.
You know, we're talking, let's see, 11 or 12 years ago.
Right.
So this was like before festivals were a thing.
Oh, okay.
So I did, to be honest with you, I've never really done I've done one festival in my life, and that's it.
Oh.
Festivals are more about networking, and I do networking with producing.
Okay.
So everyone takes their own approach when it comes to how they, you know, get into comedy or how they, you know, finagle it, because a lot of times it's just putting yourself in the right place. Right.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you're funny, of course. As long as you're funny, it doesn't really matter. But if you put yourself in the right place, then you'll get to places. And that's basically what I've gotten really good at, is just putting myself in the right place. I have a circle of friends whose circle of friends include some big names in comedy. You know,
Yeah.
So getting advice from someone who's getting advice from someone, it's awesome. It leads you into places you wouldn't believe. I headlined a show, and, you know, I don't consider myself a headliner. I don't, right? I know that I should probably stick to featuring at least, right? But I've headlined altogether about 4 shows. And one of the shows was at Carson City, Nevada at the Nugget.
Okay.
And
Nice.
I had opened for somebody there, and the guy that produced it was like, we want you to headline. And it was just me putting myself, because we went and hung out with this guy at bars and got drunk with him. And I think that's the only reason why he was like, hey man, we got to have you on, you know? it really, networking is huge. So I'd say do the festivals, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
If you're wanting them, do them for that reason.
Now, what the hell happened there?
I don't know. Someone's dog tried to hump their leg.
Goddamn black magic.
I know. He's back there working his magic. If you know.
So you said you've produced shows. We've had a couple people that have produced their own shows. Some people put a lot of effort into it, while some are just like, oh, I'll create the lineup and then boom, that's it. How do you attack a show? Because we had one person say like, oh, I had to make sure this person goes on before this person and then follow it up with this person because the person in the middle was okay, yada, yada, yada.
Well, I mean, of course, if you're putting a show together, you want it set up to where it's like, the host who's funny, the feature who's a little funnier, and the headliner who just crushes. I mean, that's basically how I put a show together. Now I'll have a lot of times I'll have like a few other comics that just drop in, but I mean, it really just, depends on the show itself, where it's at. But I mean, I look at a headliner first. Who do I want to headline? Okay, so I'm gonna have let's see, Justin Rivera headline, right? You guys have seen Justin Rivera before, right?
Yeah.
That was awesome, by the way. Dude, that reminded me of a show I did. Well, I didn't do it. I was at the Laughs Unlimited festival they do. I can't remember what it's called. But so we're there, and the host, there's a guy with a wheelchair coming through the door. So the host is opening the door and holding it open. And the speaker that was above the door just came down and hit him in the head.
Oh, damn.
It just clipped his head, man. And he almost got knocked out. I mean, seriously.
That's
it was
hella funny.
Yeah, it was fucked up because I laughed and I probably shouldn't have. But so everybody runs up and helps him up, and he was fine. But he created all kinds of videos of like just anvils coming down, and then boom, the speaker hitting him in the head. It was so awesome. Anyway, so let's see. I'll just take like Justin Rivera just because. So I look at Justin Rivera and I'd be like, okay, who could feature for Justin Rivera? I don't want to put another magician on, but maybe I do. I don't know. So I would just look at it like that. The thing that I think I do different than most people when I produce is that I don't worry about the money. I make sure I have the money to pay my comics no matter what. And then if I make money, then I do, right? I don't sell a whole lot of tickets. I do, but not like the whole, wherever I'm working my show, I don't sell it out. I'll give out as many comps as I can versus what I'm selling. I don't care. I just want an audience, because the bigger my audience gets, the more money I'm going to make later. That's just my thought. So that's the thing I do different than most producers. But I mean, I do a lot of things to get people out. Like I'll go on Craigslist and give away free passes on Craigslist.
Oh, and the Men Seeking Men? I've seen that.
Yeah, that's a different kind of pass, bro, but that's that two in the stink pass right there. But no, so I'll give out free passes on Craigslist. Yeah, I did have some chicks that would hit me up and be like, "Are you on the show?" and then try to flirt with me and hook up after the show. Blah blah blah.
Oh, I hate that.
That happens to you too?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't have seen it, but sorry.
Oh, I have no comeback to that. So fuck
no,
you.
the craziest story I have about comedy is I did this show at Laughs Unlimited once, and I've had a lot of people like hit on me and stuff after shows. I don't really care. At the time, I'm single and I'm not really looking for anything. Just like how Danielle is. I didn't really care. I've been married and divorced and, single for 4 or 5 years. I don't really care. But I had this couple come up to me and they're saying hi. We take pictures, and then the chick walks away and the guy goes, "Hey man, I have a question for you, man. Hey, can I pay you $100 for my wife to suck your dick?" And I was like,
Sure.
I go, "What's she look like again?" And he pointed at her. And I was like, "Let's do this." So we went to their hotel. She hooked it up and I got $100. That was the craziest thing that's ever happened to me after a show.
Oh, you're such a prostitute.
Yeah, well, I mean, hey.
Actually, no, $100, you're a call girl.
Or guy.
Hey, Yeah, he didn't have to do anything. He got a blowjob and he got $100.
Yeah,
I mean, no
I
one's ever paid you $100
Well, I mean,
to suck
I
his
didn't
dick, have
even,
they?
I didn't even do anything. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, I didn't even do anything. Like,
They take photos or video or
yeah, he videoed it.
okay.
It's out there somewhere, but
Did he do like
no,
all
I'm kidding.
from?
I'm kidding. It's not out there nowhere. So I asked him for the video. I was like, "Hey, man, can I get a copy of that?" You know, because it was like a 15-minute video. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And so I'm like, I go, "Can I get a copy?" And he goes, "I'll send you a clip because I don't want my wife's face in the video. This is for us. It's not for anyone else."
Mm.
So I could see it being for them, but I could see them getting a divorce and then him going, "Fuck that bitch."
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw it on the
Next thing you
internet.
know, there's a video on Pornhub like, "My wife blows a comedian." You know?
I got the evidence. He's famous.
I know. And if I were to become a big comic, I'm sure that would come out too. You didn't see my face in the video, but I sure the hell was like, "Ooh, take this dick, bitch." No, I'm just kidding. My girlfriend here was like, "What did you tell her?"
Telling this, yes.
I could see Danielle as like, she's not a submissive person.
We're not gonna bring
No.
that story up. I'm just gonna leave that one alone.
Yeah, no, I don't
There's
want
a
to
story.
bring it up. I'm just
What?
saying with
What
what
story?
she
What are we
just
You
talking
said.
know the story, and
Well, I'm saying, okay, let's not get into the story.
I don't
I'm
even
sure
know
there's
the story.
probably like 10 stories, but
There's no stories. I'm a saint. I'm a lady.
you're a skyscraper of stories. Like it's not 10 stories, 11 or 12.
Skyscraper.
I've got some stories. Got some stories.
I know we all
Never.
do.
I've never paid a guy though to suck his dick. That's for damn sure.
Of course, that's why I said you're not submissive. Anyways.
I like that. We don't need to get into it. We don't need to get into it. That's why you're
Next
not
question. Next question.
Fuck
This
you,
would
Curtis.
be the worst drinking game ever. God dang. It's like, who did suck a dick?
I think these guys probably have paid to suck a guy's dick. Is all.
Me? No.
No,
Probably
not
No.
a guy naming his dog Magic.
Not a guy.
Okay.
not a guy.
Oh, you paid a chick to eat her out?
No, to suck her dick.
Suck her dick. God dang.
There's
Yeah.
chicks with dicks. I'm just saying.
There are chicks with dicks. Yes, there are. Goddamn.
I would let a chick with a dick suck my dick. Is all I'm saying.
You
Next
wouldn't or
question.
would?
I would. Next question. As long as I couldn't see her would.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Okay, we
next
need to get off
question.
sex. Next question.
You guys are gonna break out the beast, and I'm just trying to keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just gonna be quiet.
And I don't want to clown on Danielle too much. Let's go.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, clown on Sharon.
What?
I already did with his magic dog.
Magique.
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 I know.
That-
Man.
Get it right,
How long
buddy.
has that dog been around? Did you name that dog?
It's 10 years old.
Did you name it after
no.
Magic Johnson?
No.
Magique Johnson.
Magique Johnson.
Does your dog have AIDS?
Magic Johnson doesn't anymore either.
I was about to
he's
say, is
clear.
he cured?
Yeah, he
I don't
never
think he's
fucking had it to
cured,
begin
though.
with.
I don't think he's cured, but
He's a fucking liar.
he has money. That's all.
Yeah. Well,
Got a good
I
content.
don't know any other sports athletes that have HIV or AIDS, and he's the only one that ever came out, and now it's just gone. I don't think he ever had it.
Yeah,
to
but
begin with.
anybody who
Just-
has money, it's not gone. I'm guaranteeing you he still has. But it's just dormant, or however you say that. But I think anybody with money can get away with anything. Like, look at OJ. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Well, it was
I
good
think he
until
should do the
he
new
messed up.
Bronco commercials. He should totally do the new Bronco commercials and be like, I don't know, maybe have like a blonde-haired chick in the back.
What do you want to
Something
do?
like-
Oh,
Like-
jeez.
Like the hearse used to do back in the days, like, go, OJ, go!
Something
running.
like that.
I've seen
Well, no,
a-
like they zoom in on it and he's just driving it down the freeway with the AC.
I've
Just
seen
fucking like-
I've seen a meme of the Bronco as a Hot Wheels car. In the background was OJ running from the cops.
That's great. Yeah, that's very true.
Mm.
See, my memes are on point.
That meme game. So
It's true.
one thing I saw that was interesting is, are you a fan of karaoke?
Oh yeah, I am.
Because you and is it your wife?
Fiance.
Fiance? Yeah, you guys do a show together, right?
Well, she is a karaoke DJ. She's been one for years. So the first time I saw her, I had like, I've done karaoke, but like never like thought about doing it. And then I started seeing all these people doing all these songs, and I'm like, they're not doing anything that I listen to. So I started doing what I listen to. One of my favorite go-tos is "Ain't No Fun" by Snoop Dogg.
Nice.
I like how the black dude's the only one that nods his head.
Ain't no fun. I know that song.
Yeah, so I would do that one, and everyone goes nuts when they hear it. So, guess who's back in the motherfucking house?
Motherfucking man.
Yup.
With a dick in your mouth.
Yeah. Because hoes recognize, you know.
Are we just all going to do karaoke right now?
Yeah, let's do it. But we got to do one that's like everyone knows. Do you guys all know Snoop Dogg and Ain't No Fun?
No.
I know the majority, but these guys.
I'll start it off. You ready?
Go ahead.
We're back now with the Jack Off Hour. This is DJ
Easy.
Yeah, try doing that in front of a good 50, 100 people, and have everybody go nuts. It's kind of like comedy for me.
Mhm.
You know, I get up there and do songs that they're not expecting, and they go nuts.
Yeah.
So.
But you say you only do you also do Crust part? Guess the trick ass biatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only word I don't say in that is the one word they say twice. You know what I mean?
Touche.
I don't know the song, but I can imagine what it is.
And do too. You know what I mean? I always say brothers do too. But I get respect for that. I have people coming up and going, "Hey man, you edit yourself well."
It's like, I don't want to get my ass kicked.
I know. I'm like, damn straight. I know what I look like, man. I look like a racist. You know what I mean? Like, I look like a Trump supporter or a cop or a Marine.
No, you don't
If
look
put
like a
all those
cop.
together, that's one racist asshole.
My go-to song is EMF's "Unbelievable."
It's unbelievable.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, my second favorite to do that really gets people like, what the fuck, is Be Humble.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, can you do that whole song?
Be humble. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That one girl at the concert got jacked up for that. That was messed up.
What happened?
What?
So Kendrick Lamar brought up a fan, a
Uh-huh.
female white girl, up to do the song. He was doing Be Humble, and she said nigger, and everyone booed her off the stage. Like, what the fuck you doing that for? She was like, I just did the song.
She was just singing.
She's like, I just did the song. I was like, no, you took the mic away from her and sent her off. Like, what's wrong with you?
No, there's some people that do karaoke. They don't give a shit, man.
Yeah.
They'll say the word, but it's because a lot of those people are not racist. They're just having fun, and they've done the song, and they don't care. You know.
Yeah.
It's the way it is.
Because I have some Trump supporting friends, and I say that because a lot of people think they're racist, but I really feel like their sense of humor is just different. You know, because they don't give a shit to hurt people's feelings. They just don't. If it's a joke and it's gonna hurt your feelings, hey, it's funny, motherfucker. You laugh. You know, that's how they are.
Yeah.
So, but they're the same in karaoke. They don't give a fuck. They'll say the N-word. They don't give a shit. Like, I have a friend who does an old school song by Eazy-E.
Oh.
And yeah, it's like, what? It says the N-word like 30 times. Like, they're called with attitude. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Now, when you do karaoke, do you have the screen that has like the lyrics?
I do, but I don't need them.
But I'm saying, like, I would just love to see it if it's like N star.
Oh yeah, it does. Some of them it does.
Yeah.
Some of them it doesn't even have the R. It's just N ... Because they don't want somebody slipping. You know. What is that N-word?
Right
I don't know. It's a hard R, guys.
I didn't do like that. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I cut it out. But I've had a lot of people record me singing that song. Also, I do Prince, Kiss, you know, because I can hit those high notes. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I do Kiss, and that always drives everybody crazy. So I found a lot of songs that is kind of like doing comedy, man. It gets people going crazy. If I can get an applause break at a karaoke place, fuck comedy. You know what I'm saying? Like, read some words, and they're gonna clap.
Just not hit on timing. Bam. All right, cool.
I'm gonna start writing my jokes down and putting them on a screen.
Exactly.
The best karaoke I ever saw was somebody who did Tequila.
You know, I tried that once, and it wasn't in a karaoke spot. It's not as funny. It's not as funny. If you're doing it and you're just trying to be funny like a comedian, or the guy that did it on America's Got Talent. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah, there's a guy that did it on America's Got Talent, and everybody laughed and thought it was hilarious. But try that shit at a karaoke place. They're just like, pick another song, dude. What are you doing?
Well, I imagine they're very like serious about the art.
Well, some are, but we have followers that come to our shows, just like comedy. And there's guys that they know they can't sing. They just know they can't sing, but they don't give a shit. They're having fun, and that's what it's all about.
Right.
And they get so much support, man. It's kind of like an open micer getting up there and bombing.
Yeah.
And they're like, good job, man. Good job. You know, it's the same shit. Except for, and it's almost exactly the same because they do the same song every single time. And these open micers do the same jokes every single time.
Touche.
That was me talking shit about open micers.
Touche.
Very subtle
Sorry, guys.
of you.
Sorry.
It's like, sorry for what? It's the truth.
I don't know if you
Fucking
guys are open
Curtis.
micers. Are you guys open micers?
I'm gonna start.
Oh, okay, nice.
I would consider
haven't done
myself still
comedy?
an open micer. Yeah.
No, this year I'm gonna start this year. Yeah, I know. It's the first year to start comedy. Like,
Have you wrote any joke shit?
yes.
Okay, I want to hear one now.
Okay. So.
This is
You have
so
to get
awkward.
character?
What
Did
are
you have
you
to get
doing?
character for that? Yeah, go ahead.
No, it's just, she's like laughing and stuff like. So, I drove over. So yesterday I was driving to Taco Bell mid the day,
In the
and
daytime?
I was hungry, not stoned and not drunk.
Okay.
Red flag number one. I went to the drive-through. I ordered some food, and I went to the front lady, and she says to me $27. Red flag number two. I get my bag. The bag is sealed with a label that says "Sealed for your protection." That's red flag number three. Out of all that, I broke it open and ate all that stuff up. 3 hours later, I'm on the toilet, holding on to rails, telling myself, good God, porcelain God, take it away. Oh my God, oh my God. It got to the point where I even picked up my drawers and tried to wave it around like a white flag. Then I noticed that they weren't all white. Damn.
Oh.
You know the worst part about it? It was a little hard trying to get the sticker out.
Okay.
All right.
All right. The classic Taco Bell giving me diarrhea joke. I got you.
Were
Were you in
put
your
on the
own
spot, by the
bathroom in
way?
this joke?
Was that Curtis?
Oh, were you in your own bathroom for this joke?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have another question. You have rails in your bathroom when you take a shit?
Well, I got the towel. The towel.
You gotta add that in. You gotta
I gotta add the towel handle.
No, you gotta add in. I have rails for this occasion.
Yeah, in my bathroom.
Okay.
I just gave you a tag as well.
Okay. I got rails for this occasion. Okay. Put that
I had
down.
these put in for my Taco Bell escapades.
Thanks.
I haven't done an open mic in a very, very, very long time. I got to the point because I was producing my own show at Laughs Unlimited, which is Smile Out Loud. Smile Out Loud is my show.
Okay.
I was producing every other month for about 4 years. And then if I wanted to go up and try a new 5, I could just show up at Laughs Unlimited and be like, hey, is there a guest spot? And she would just let me go up. She knew if it was new material. You know what I'm saying? And then she would critique me. So I got really lucky, man, with getting back into comedy because I saw Jill Kimmel at Laughs Unlimited. And in doing that, I met Jimmy. And then Jimmy just automatically said, hey, do you want to be on my next show? And so I wanted to prove myself. So I used some of my old stuff, but I wrote some new stuff. And then I, got a shit ton of people to show up. And then I hosted the show. I did 7 minutes on the show. I murdered it. And then he asked me if I'd host his next show. So I hosted his next show. I got out a shit ton of people. I murdered again. And then he asked me to host his next show. And the same thing happened, but this time it was almost sold out. So the owner, who's Jen, came up to me and she said, hey, do you have a business card? And I was like, no. And she goes, that's the number one thing that most comics fuck up on. They don't have a way of us to get a hold of them. So I gave her my email address and she booked me. It had nothing to do with me begging a producer or begging somebody to put me on their show. It just happened. That's what I was saying. You got to put yourself in the right position, man.
Thanks.
But yeah, definitely do those open mics as much as you can, but don't go to the same place every single time. That's my advice to you, because you get stuck in a way. You get stuck in a way, so you have the same friends there, you have the same venue, the same feel, the same, so it becomes redundant and you're doing the same thing over and over again.
Become a regular, yeah.
Right.
I mean, not just a regular, I mean, it becomes routine.
Yeah, okay.
And then you get stuck in, oh, I know what's going to hit because this venue, and you don't want to do that. You want to write as best you can. Like I've turned down one guest spot one time because I got angry. And I mean, don't get me wrong, like I should have just, fucking brushed it off my shoulder and said, fuck it, and just did it. But I went to Laughs and the owner, she was like, she usually tells me yes or no right on the spot, but she said, you got to ask the headliner because he's old school and he'll tell you yes or no. I'm like, all right. So I go to the green room. I'm like, hey, bro, do you mind if I get a guest spot? This is a Saturday show. They don't do guest spots on the first show, only on the second show, right? And I was there at the first show. So I was like, hey, do you mind if I get a guest spot tonight? He's like, oh, not on the first show. And I was like, no, I know. They don't do that here. But on the second show, do you mind? He's like, no, I don't mind, man. I'm all right. So cut to after the first show, we're chilling out in the bar area. And the host is standing there too, and comes up to me 5 minutes before the show, and he goes, "Hey, do you got all clean material?" And I had some new stuff I was wanting to work on that was not clean, right? But okay, I don't mind. Yeah, I have all clean. I could do all clean. He's like, "Are you sure?" And I just stood there like, I mean, I know he saw the look on my face like, "What the fuck," right? And then he turns to the host, and he's like, "A lot of these guys will say that they could do something and they can't do it." And he turns and looks back at me and he goes, "Are you sure you have clean material?"
Damn.
And I was like, "I do, and you can shove your guest list or your guest set up your ass." And I turned and walked away. And then I went over to the owner. I just told her exactly what happened because I said I was an asshole to him. I'm just being honest. And she goes, "You got to be careful with that because headliners, they can tell a club that not to book you and shit." And I was like, fuck. But I was so pissed off. Yeah. But you definitely don't want to get in a routine, though. You got to have clean material, dark material, dirty material. You got to have the whole plethora of material. So if you get put on a spot like something like that, you're prepared. You know what I mean?
Nice. Well, on that note,
oh, shit.
we have to end. Before
I don't want
he has 5 questions.
I know. Calm down, Sharon. I got this.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
I know what's up, Sharon.
I haven't watched your guys' show, so I don't know what's going on. Go ahead.
Well, you are not familiar with our very ever popular Inside the Comic Studio.
Brilliant.
Yay. Before we get into our very famous, nationally known thing, plug any social media you got, plug any Zoom shows, anything you got.
Okay, so Facebook, Curtis Newingham, Instagram, Curtis Newingham. I have a Zoom show coming up on, I should have been prepared for this. Pause, time out.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, you guys talk about sex. I'll be right back.
Danny, what do you got?
You can find me at RadChick Forever on Instagram, Facebook, Cash App, Venmo. I do a Saturday mic at the American River from 1 to 6. We have a portable mic and a pop-up tent, and we make shit happen. So if you want more details, you can DM me.
Slide up in her DMs.
Slide up in my DMs.
Don't slide anything in here. You start a fire.
Sharon, what do you got?
It's me, Sharon Smith, on Iambic Poetry Podcast. That is Iambic Poetry Podcast. I got a few people, a comedian coming on right now named Joking Words. He's going to be on my next episode. And also check out restwonderland.com. That's where you can find me at.
All right. Magique seems a little upset.
Wait for the owner.
He's trying to get in Danielle's DM.
Basically.
All right, Curtis, are you ready?
Yeah, 14th, a Facebook Live show at 8 o'clock. It's comics from around the world. So it's the There Goes the Neighborhood show, but it's, you know, they have comics from different parts of the country that are on the show. I'm hosting that show. Also, if you find me on Facebook, look up Bullshit and Beer at Mystique. We were doing weekly. Of course, I got COVID and that shit got cut off. But I'm also looking to put together a game show on Facebook called Name That Tune, with a twist, of course. So if you guys are interested in that, you know what's up.
All right. And then follow me on Twitter at @TheBigNickJ. Okay. Inside the Comic Studio is brought to you by Seattle Gummy Company. When you need to be alert and focus fast, Mocha Shots high energy gummies work 5 times faster than coffee and at half the price. Combination of active ingredients improves his focus, enhances cognitive performance, and reduces the jittery side effects of caffeine so you can get shit done, bitch. Vitamin B complex boosts performance. Only 5 grams of sugar per gummy. Use promo code GAG15 to save 15% off your entire order. I got the link in the show notes. Okay. Inside.
Was bitch on those notes?
Huh?
Was the word bitch actually written in that?
No.
Script?
It says get shit done anytime, anywhere. But, you know,
bitch.
you got to add flavor.
Like, sit down, bitch.
So inside the Comic Studio, we ask all comics the same 5 questions. So the first question is, first joke that landed well.
First joke that landed well. Holy crap. Damn, that is on the spot. Okay, so that I could remember?
Yeah, first one that pops in your head.
Okay, so I do impressions. Have you guys seen the impressions?
No.
Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. So I do an impression of my ex-wife every time I'm about to have an orgasm. So it's an impression of my ex-wife every time I'm about to have an orgasm, and it goes like this. Just get out of the bathroom, man. I gotta take a shit. And then my second impression is an impression of my ex-wife every time she has an orgasm. Can't know that one. Ex-wife, I said ex-wife. So that was the first one I remember hitting.
All right. Second question, favorite thing about your local comedy scene?
Shit, I'm in Modesto and I'm in COVID, so I don't know.
All right.
It's been COVID lockdown since I've been here, basically. But I would say Sacramento is the awesome. I'd say NorCal especially versus SoCal is just amazing, dude. The comics are awesome. The venues are awesome. I've gotten booked just showing up and them thinking, you're funny, you brought an audience, we want to have you on. So I love NorCal.
All right. What's one thing you dislike or would like to see changed in the local scene?
Shit. I don't, you know what? I don't think negatively. So it's hard for me to think of anything that I feel like is negative. I mean, I would think that every once in a while there's cliques in comedy, but that's everywhere. So I would say just everywhere. I wish people would stop hanging on to those clicks and choosing comics that are their friends over comics who are funny to do shows, because I think that ruins a show sometimes. But
All right. Favorite local comedian?
oh shit, that's a hard one because I have a lot of friends and I don't want to piss one off. But I'm gonna say Ellis Rodriguez. I like Ellis Rodriguez.
Nice. We hear that a lot. Lastly, advice to new comedians.
Okay, so I would say that this is the advice I give every comic. Listen to every comedian that is in the game. Take their advice, but use the pieces that work for you the most. So no matter what someone's telling you, listen to them, hear them out, and then whatever works for you, use it. Because I don't really have advice except for that. Everybody takes their own path in comedy. Just don't think that, okay, so it's two pieces of advice. Don't think that what's going to work for somebody else is going to work for you is basically what I'm saying. Take advice from somebody, use what works for you, and move on. You don't have to be like someone else.
I like that. That's good advice.
Very good.
Did you move to Modesto this year or?
It was like the end of last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I wasn't really doing anything out here. I was doing still Sacramento and Phoenix.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You used to live in Stockton. That's why I'm asking, because I know
Yeah,
Anthony King is
Stockton
out there. Yeah.
Dude, Stockton is weird for comedy. No, yeah, no. You know, Anthony K's a good dude, man. Like, he does the Cheroot Lounge here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't done that show, nor have I seen it, but I've heard of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Anthony K's another good comic, man.
Yeah. We had him on a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, he was good.
Nice. Yeah, he's
All right.
All
Well,
right.
that does it for the Gag on
Thank
This
you, Curtis.
my podcast.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, take it easy.
Bye.
All right.
Take care. See?